Sorry, TJ. Happy birthday to you. We have to start this program with the Dallas Cowboys again.
I mean, I get it.
Because as soon as we were done, Micah Parsons started talking.
Sure
he's holding in. He's saying that he needs to work on something on his body. You know, that he's getting ready for the season. He's there to show leadership, which is something that one of the many things that Jerry Jones in his Monday season opening, training camp opening press conference was alluding to, is that everybody here is under contract. Micah Parsons is one of them. He mentioned how, the contract, listen, I guess in his mind is going to happen. And if it doesn't, they'll deal with it then. I'm basically paraphrasing everything, including, hey, even when he signs a contract long-term, they might not have him all the time. Don't forget he missed 6 games. The actual number last year was really 4. He also dragged Dak into it by saying Dak missed games after signing him to the highest-paid position player. Trayvon Diggs was mentioned by someone else, and he then used that as an opportunity to, dig at the media for saying that he signs people too late because Diggs is one of the people he signed early and Diggs is out. Maybe we'll start the season on the physically unable to perform list. So, but right now, Micah says that he is physically unable to perform, or he might be in the physically unwilling to perform. So that might be what the U stands for. We've got a whole bunch of these sound bites. What's the first one? There's no movement on the deal. Now, every soundbite we hear should be taken in by you, the viewer or listener, with, I guess, the background knowledge that Clarence Hill, the longest-serving Cowboys beat reporter, he furnished us with this information from DLLS Cowboys. That's who he's representing now. He said yesterday that Jerry and Micah had a handshake deal on an agreement back in the spring. And Micah then told Jerry to speak to his agent. Mm-hmm. And according to Clarence Hill, nobody named Jones has reached out to Parsons' agent, and that's why everything remains sort of status quo, meaning no signing yet. It's not as if the Cowboys front office or any representative of the Joneses haven't talked to the agent, but I guess Micah saying talk to my agent after agreeing to something has gummed up the works. So that should be your background knowledge as you listen to this soundbite.
I mean, there's not really much movement, man. I want to be here. I've always stated I want to be here, but at the end of the day, they sign the checks like always, and let's see if they want me to be here at the end of the day. Nah, I think they got their own timeline of when they want to get things done. At any given time, they could get things done, so I don't think that helps. I just think I'm doing this for myself and my teammates. Like I said, this isn't for Jerry. This isn't for Steven. This is for guys like Trey. This is to help guys like Donovan, Sam, guys who I know I can get better just by being here and being there for them.
Mike, are you getting frustrated?
No, I'm not. I've been pretty successful over my course of these last couple of years. I'm going to just let God do his work.
Trey, meaning Trayvon Diggs, who was standing directly to Micah's left when he was talking to reporters. He's disappointed. I mean, he's trying. And by the way,
how could he not?
Of course not. You know what I mean? Of course. He's disappointed. Because sure.
Would you be disappointed, really, when you know, based upon everything that you know, that you're going to get a few extra $1 million out of this when it's all said and done?
I don't know if that's going to happen.
Because that's just the way it gets done.
Let me just explain something to you, just from my own personal knowledge, having negotiated contracts on my own behalf with an agent, obviously. When you are being made to wait or something's being grinded out because it's a negotiation to the people who are negotiating, but to you it's your business and your
life. Yeah.
Right. Nothing's guaranteed. You're not sitting here going, you know what, it's going to happen eventually. You know what? It's going to turn out all right. You know what? I mean, you feel it. You believe it. You got to hope for it. But while you're going through it, it flat out sucks. There's no other way to put it. And he's in that zone right now. McLaurin's in that zone right now. Trey Hendrickson's in that zone right now. And nobody of them know is if it's going to happen for sure, or the fact that it took so long that they're going to be able to leverage more money because somebody else has already reset the market. I have no idea. I believe it will happen. And when it does, Micah's going to be all happy and loving on the Joneses. And instead, right now, he's left to basically say, hang his hat on. I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for my teammates. That's why I'm here. He was then asked how, again, it's just a rondelay. I'm sure maybe new reporters were noticing, oh, wait, Micah's talking with Trevon right there on a practice field in the middle of Oxnard. Let me get in here. He was asked how close they are to a deal potentially in his mind.
Micah, how would you characterize how close you are to getting something done?
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see how long things take, That's it.
Discouraged by the fact that it's taken this long?
Honestly, yeah. When you go around the league and you see these other teams taking care of their best guys, I see TJ got taken care of. Max got taken care of. Miles got taken care of. And he got 2 years left on his deal. So when it's hard to, you see a lot of people around the league getting taken care of. You just, wish you had something that, that same type of energy,
Seeing other people, I mean, the Steelers didn't make TJ wait. He's showing up today in Pennsylvania, taken care of. Myles Garrett, taken care of.
All he had to do was go on a Super Bowl press tour.
I guess so, and say that he wanted to get traded.
Yeah.
I guess now there's another way to put it is, what's the question for this one, Mike Hoskins? Did the Cowboys want to get a deal done? There's different. I mean, that's what happens when there's a media scrum. They're just going to keep on trying at different angles. Can't blame the folks in the Q column trying to get the A. Hit it.
I mean, honestly, for me, it really don't matter. Like I said, I've been pretty consistent. If they don't want me here, they don't want me here. I'll go about my business. I understand the nature of the business. Like I said, as long as I'm here and under contract, I'm going to do what I have to do to perform at the highest level. But if this is the end, this is the end. There's same way that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones and the other Jerry Jones take care of their family, it's the same way I need to take care of my family. I got my own 3 kids of my own, so we all need to take care of our own family at the end of the day.
How about that point? Because we're all talking about Landman and Jerry working with his kids, and that's how beautiful it is. And he's like, hey, it's the same way that Jones want to take care of themselves.
He shouldn't have showed up.
You know what? I disagree.
Yeah, me too.
Because if it gets bad,
he gives the leverage back to the Cowboys by being there.
But he's also there. You don't want to be sitting at home. I mean, I guess CD took that approach last year and got what he needed to get done. But it's a real tough spot.
Being here for the first week isn't going to help him in week 12.
But it is
get
there,
after the quarterback.
There for his teammates. And by the way, Trevon Diggs did tell, I believe he told Jane Slater, my colleague at NFL Network, that the vibes there are real positive. Like everybody's working hard and they're jacked to be back at work with the new coach, and there's great vibes there.
That's important.
Well, it is. I mean, and part of that has to be that Micah is there. But this just sucks. He's going through it. He's in a negotiation where with a guy who's got a bust in the Hall of Fame for his negotiation abilities. You could say what you want about his general managership, but guy knows how to negotiate a deal, Jerry Jones, and he's just, I guess, according to Clarence Hill, he's not picking up the phone and calling the agent. Because trust me, that thing could probably get done in 5 minutes if those two connect and everybody's willing. Sure sounds like everybody is willing. It's just, is he going to play it out? And that's what Mike is going to have to deal with. And when he signs in the dotted line, he will realize the Cowboys want him there, and that it'll all be hunky-dory with the Jones family. I've seen this millions of times before. But he does have the leverage of leaving camp if he wants. Now, that's another play he can have.
But only for 5 days, as Mike Florio pointed out yesterday.
Maybe. Then there's fines that get accrued that the Cowboys
they
could
could
just
put him on the
the Cowboys could just
non-playing retired list, and it's a whole thing, and then he
They're
sits
not
out
going
the
to
whole
do
year.
any of that, man.
I don't think they are going to do any of that.
Here's what's going to happen. We're going to make them wait. It's going to be like we've all seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's the way, they Spicoli.
Hold on a minute before you finish your sentence. I'm wondering where you're going with this.
Oh, well,
this is going to be great.
Spicoli wrecked Jefferson's car, right? And so what did they do? They put the car in front of the school. They put Lincoln rules on it to let Jefferson know that he was going to get all hyped up to go smash Lincoln. Maybe we're doing that. Maybe we're making Micah like we're like a dog on a leash. We know we're going to sign him. Everybody knows it's going to happen. But make him get a little ornery. Make him get a little mad. And
How is that good for Micah?
It's not. It's not. It just isn't.
Does that guy look happy? Do the vibes look good with him right there?
Again, I have been on the business end of this sort of stuff, and it sucks. It sucks. But once it gets done, and everyone comes back together as a happy family again. It happens. Or, like at 22 years ago, got handed a cardboard box, but I'm getting it back.
Or Jerry's implying you're not tough enough to play a whole season.
And, well...
Like, what was that?
That's just him being him, man. That's him being him. And then leaving it up to the coach to say, go coach him up. And at some point, I'll get a deal done, and everyone will be happy. He's seen it millions of times before.
This isn't how you treat your best players.
I'm with you. And in the meantime, to just continue on with your analogy, TJ, he will just, maybe he should, in the middle of practice, order pizza.
Right?
And just sit there, and because we're on, it's really our time.
If I'm here and you're here, doesn't that make it our time?
That's right.
Mr. Jones?
Right, Mr. Jones, like Mr. Jones is Mr. Hond, and he's going to just order pizza and just sit in.
He's in the class, but he's not in the class.
That's correct.
But he's there.
Or that. And
Check.
in the meantime, all of us in the media, we see stories like this, and we zero in on it like Phoebe Cates coming out of the pool.
Hey, now.
Does that make sense to everybody?
You have my attention now.
That's how we just latch onto it.
Mustache coming in all right, rat.
Hey, now. Didn't expect to make these analogies, but
I didn't either. It just popped into my head, man.
Well done, sir. I appreciate it.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.